Hallo. I wish we would have in the future laptops with candle holders. The digital. Most of the terms that are relevant for artistic practice are essay words and hereby involved with language, involved with other terms, and cannot be just kind of like isolated. They need to be understood in their relationship to other terms. So the digital plays a role in nowadays, every day, everyone's day. And here for has created and changed environment, living and working environment, which impact we actually, I think we still not can really oversee. If you want to follow that up with Alexander Barth, the former musician of Bodies Without Organs, and I think also Army of Lovers, he has co-written a book about the digital in relationship to politics, science, and space. And there he speaks, I think, with the English colleague, so it might be also published in English. He speaks about the digital tsunami, and I think we are just getting our feet wet, and in only 30, 40, 50 years, that tsunami will actually roll onto our land. The digital is, of course, also a form of practice. Doing this index that, of course, I did do before on not on paper, but also on a computer, wrote the terms together, collected them, sitting in a room and thinking. So there is a digital practice, there is a digital art, and the part of documentation, remember, documentation, is also comes with a huge potential to allow ourselves to actually create a feedback loop in which we can look at ourselves with a certain distance. That could have happened with photography, of course, too, before. Analog photography. The biggest advantage I see that comes with the digital is, from my perspective, from my personal perspective, is the education. I have intensified that in the last 3 years with founding the NOS campus as actually just a trace of stuff that I was looking at and learning from over a period of time, and filtering that then with not too much categories, but just what winds you through and with your interests. NOScampus, blogspot.com. What I find really amazing or super helpful, that you don't have a kind of like an art theorist or somebody who works in the arts who has read a book and explains it then to others, not even having understood half of it. That seems a kind of a common practice of that you actually have access to science, philosophy, knowledge, and you can listen and get it explained not only from the very best scientists, but in some cases even from excellent educators. The most striking example is from here, Robert Sapolsky. You can just listen and sit in his online classes about biology, just learning about that there is such a thing like evolutionary psychology, where we understand the social development and the mental development also as a biological and evolutionary process. That was kind of like shocking. I think that kind of like possibility to dive in different territories, in different areas of expertise and knowledge, and giving you the idea to get a grip on what's out there, and not just kind of being taught by a filtered communal preaching of relevance and urgencies, I think is an enormous, a huge win situation with the digital. You, and that's what school said too, you need to learn how to make yourself learn, and how and where you can find the knowledge that you need and want. This is an analog idea, and I think it's crucial for the digital. Have a very good day.